Okay, so this is coming a little bit late. I have to mix up my Keto CHow for the next couple days, so I figured I might as well record that and talk a little bit about how the experiment is going so far. So I'm making Keto CHow 2.1 right now, and Max is here in the video as well. Say hi, Max.
Hi.
Okay, Max is going to go to bed. He just lost a tooth. Anyway, so I'm mixing up some Keto CHow 2.1. For the rest of my test, I'm going to be using that, which I'm going to have to make by hand every single day. But I have enough of the flavor to do that. You need me for something?
No.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to be doing 6 at a time, and then I've got a test batch that I have to make. So do 6 at a time. You've seen this before. It's on my website at least. So meanwhile, I'm going to talk, if you can hear me over the water. So today I did my Keto CHow with grapeseed oil. Once again, it's going along just fine. I really wasn't very hungry at all last night when it was time to eat dinner, but I went ahead and ate anyway. Which Richard Morris would say don't do that, but I'm trying to make sure I maintain the same number of calories every day. 197, I'm doing 197 milliliters of grapeseed oil, so I need to do that times 2 because I'm doing 6 at a time. So that is just shy of 400. But I've been really, really satiated on the grapeseed oil, at least yesterday and today. Wasn't really hungry at all, so I guess that's good. But there's the grapeseed oil into the pitcher. My ball in there. Flip these all around because I want to be able to read the lines. Oh, need some more water. Hold on. And when I made the 2.1, I pre-measured out 6 servings worth, so I could just dump it in. And then I could add the flavoring that I wanted. This particular flavoring that I'm using, when I got the flavoring from the Flavor House, they only gave me so much, and I was starting to get a little low, and so I'm actually using right now flavors that didn't make the cut for 2.1. I'm still not telling you which flavors did. Anyway, so I'm going to stir this up really quick. Sorry for the noise. And then add some more water. And stir it up again. Whoa. You have to make sure you get the sides. 2.1 doesn't have lecithin in it like 2.0 did. And so it mixes a little differently, especially if you're using a blender or a stick blender like I am. From using heavy cream versus using oil is just kind of the consistency is a little bit, I don't know, it's different. The heavy cream, it's more opaque. This is more translucent, and it just kind of looks a little different. The best way to describe it. So, I was talking earlier about how I didn't have enough of the flavor of the ones that did make the cut in 2.1. That has now changed. I ordered 5 pounds of each flavor, and I got those yesterday. And I needed to take some down to the place that is doing the manufacturing. So I split up the stuff into bags so I could take it down to the place. Let's see. I've let it slip that eggnog is going to be one of the new flavors. So this box over here, this is actually all the different. Oh, and so there's chicken soup. So that is probably enough chicken soup flavoring to make, I don't know, 80 or 90 weeks worth. In the big bags, I don't know. Well, it's 2 grams in each meal. So, was that 42 grams in a week bag? So this will make a lot. But anyway, when I split this up, it got all over in the air. Now that I'm handling this bag, my hands are going to smell like the new flavors of Keto CHow just kind of mixed all together for probably for a couple hours. But it got in my hair, it got on my arms, and I actually had a hard time sleeping last night because my hair smelled like Keto CHow. Well, like the new flavors. And it was, I don't know, I kept on thinking, I should just get up and take a shower, and I didn't. But anyway, so there are the 6. This is what I'm going to eat for the next 2 days. All done and ready to go. Since my wife is doing Keto CHow as well, full-time, and for that matter, 2 of my daughters keep on taking it to school, I have to mark all of the blender bottles, so I have to put a little strip of masking tape on the lid so that they know this is Dad's. Don't use it because it has too many calories for you. Plus, it has the avocado oil. Now, let's see. You can look at the top of my head. What's this one? Okay, I'll mix this one up. So I need to do a flavor test from the guys who are mixing up the stuff for us. Just trying to make sure that the ingredients they're using are the same ingredients that I'm using, and everything is going swimmingly, so I'm going to make a single one. Wasn't going to do this until later because I wanted to do the taste test using heavy cream, but I need to find out if everything is the way it's supposed to be soon. And quite frankly, the grapeseed oil tastes fine. It doesn't really taste like anything. So, let's see. Put that in. Hi. And I'll put this in. Well, we're still doing the coloring test, so. And the flavor test and all that sort of stuff. Just trying to make sure everything is good to go. One thing of note is that 2.1, because we're going to be using milk protein isolate instead of whey protein isolate, milk protein isolate by itself thickens. And so we're using first off, we're using a lot less xanthan gum, like almost none. But even with cutting down the amount of xanthan gum, it still mixes up thicker, 2.1 does, than 2.0. And so you have to add more water if you want to get it to the same consistency. Hold on, I gotta shake this right here. Okay, Ooh. Color looks good. That's what they want me to check, but I'm also checking the flavor. The color looks great. Anyway, so that's my update for today.